What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I got one more late night scouting report video. I got to these videos pretty late tonight, so sorry about that. But I wanted to make sure to knock out a couple of them because I did have them planned, including the one again for the Giants versus Washington football team for week 2, which I already did, and this one tonight right now that I am doing for week 1 scouting report for the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. So I'm going to get right into it. First and foremost, I want to say that these are two teams that are not really expected to be all that great this year. I have us winning against the Jets both times that we play them, and against the Carolina Panthers when we play them. So that is 3 wins between these two teams as far as I'm concerned right now at this point in the season. Obviously, a lot can change over the course of the season, so we'll see. But that's how I view it. The Jets seem to be sustaining quite a few injuries, which is unfortunate for them. And in this game, it was predominantly a defensive-heavy game, but from my perspective, it seems to be more because the offenses sucked rather than because the defenses were really that good. These offenses don't seem to be very good much at all. For the Carolina Panthers, if you can shut down, Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson, that's really about all you have to do. And I do think Elijah Moore, for example, is going to be really good for the Jets at some point. But honestly, that's really it. And none of this Jets offense is really particularly scary. So, and there's going to be opportunities against both offensive lines. So, like I said, not really so much because of the offenses, or really, excuse me, not really because the defenses are all that good, but really because the offenses weren't. And one more thing, too, before I actually get into the score and the stats and stuff. Both quarterbacks, Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson, both looked all right. They don't really scare me, at least not this year for Zach Wilson, although I do think that there is reason to believe that Zach Wilson could turn into and develop into a really good quarterback in this league. And I think that, the New York Jets may have found their guy. We have to wait and see how it plays out. But he looked pretty good, and I think that there were moments and plays in which, give Jets fans some hope for the future. But, neither quarterback this year, when it comes to Zach Wilson, or really just in general when it comes to Darnold, really scare me. So like I said, these should be 3 wins for the Dolphins this season, barring some craziness. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Obviously, at the end of the day, though, the Carolina Panthers went to 1-0. The Jets went to 0-1. That's obviously part of how we ended up at the top of the division after week 1. It was a final score of 19-14. As I said, defensive overall, but mostly because the offenses actually sucked. So when it comes to team statistics, the Carolina Panthers had 381 total yards. The New York Jets had 252. Carolina had 270 passing. The Jets had 207. Carolina had 111 rushing to New York's 45. The Panthers had 6 yards per play to the Jets' 4.2. The Panthers lost 1 fumble. The Jets threw 1 interception. Carolina had 28% on third downs, and the Jets were 30. Carolina had the ball for 31 minutes and 20 seconds to the Jets 28-40, and Carolina had 6 penalties to the Jets 5. So, taking a quick look at the individual statistics here. So, I don't know why, for some reason, it does not. This is interesting. For some reason, it does not tell me. That's really weird. I don't know why that is. Let me see if I can pull it up really fast. Oh, no. Zach Wilson. Because it's not telling me what Zach Wilson's stats were for. So he was 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, an 82.9 rating, 54%. But it's weird because it's not telling me on the Game Pass breakdown which is interesting. But there you go. Those were his stats. Tevin Coleman led the way in rushing, 9 rushes, 24 for a 2.7. Ty Johnson, 4 rushes, 15 and a 3.8. And then receiving, Corey Davis led the way, 5 of 7, 97 and 2 scores. Braxton Berrios, 5 of 7, 51. Denzel Mims. Look, I mean, Corey Davis, Braxton Berrios, Denzel Mims, and then, Elijah Moore could actually develop into a pretty solid wide receiver core, but they're still really young, and they have a lot of, a long way to go before they develop into a really, good offense. And that offensive line definitely needs a lot more help. And I think that Mekhi Becton's going to be out maybe for a little bit because he got injured. But Mims was 1 for 1 of 40. Tyler Croft, 3 of 5, 26. Ryan Griffin, 3 of 6, 22. Michael Carter, 1 of 2, 14. Ty Johnson, 1 of 3 for 11. Real quick, just cycle through these other stats so you guys can check that out if you so choose. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to see any of that. And for the Panthers, Sam Darnold was 24 for 35, 279 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Christian McCaffrey had 21 carries, 98 yards, and a 4.7. DJ Moore had 1 rush for 14 yards. Sam Darnold had 5 and went absolutely nowhere, apparently, which is not totally unexpected. Let's see. Christian McCaffrey also led the way for receiving, 9 of 9 for 89. And that's why I said, basically, if you shut down Christian McCaffrey, you're going to be good to go. DJ Moore is solid, though, and Robbie Anderson. They do have a couple other good receivers and stuff. So, that's not to say that they don't have, they're completely devoid of playmakers. But if you shut down Christian McCaffrey and then Robbie Anderson, you should be basically good to go against them. But DJ Moore was 6 of 8 for 80. And then, throw DJ Moore in there too. 6 of 8 for 80. Robbie Anderson was 1 of 3 for 57 and a touchdown. Terrace Marshall Jr., 3 of 6 for 26. And Ian Thomas, 1 of 2 for 17. And then, of course, just really quick, we'll cycle through the rest of this. Pause it if you want to check any of it out. Otherwise, we are going to move on. Okay, so now, as you guys know, after that, I like to throw in the league standings and where we are right now as of this point. And so these statistics, though, do include the New York Giants and Washington football team. So it is with the week 2 matchup between them, factored into this. So let's see. And then on the left side is the Carolina Panthers. On the right side is the New York Jets. So for total yards on offense, the Panthers are 17th. After week 1, with the week 2 matchup from the Giants and the Washington football team, the Jets are 28th. Passing offense, the Panthers ended up as 15th. Jets 21st. Rushing offense, 18th for the Panthers, 31st for the Jets. Scoring, 22nd for the Panthers, 28th for the Jets. Total yards on defense, Carolina's 4th, Jets 15th. Passing defense, 12th for Carolina, 17th for the Jets. 2nd for Carolina in rushing defense, 14th for the Jets. 5th in scoring defense for Carolina and 12th for the Jets. Takeaways, Carolina is 22nd, 17th for the Jets. Interceptions, 13th for Carolina, 26th for the Jets. Fumbles, 28th for Carolina, 13th for the Jets. Sacks, 22nd for Carolina and 2nd for the Jets. The Jets actually ended up having 6 sacks in that game. And then passes defense, 1st for Carolina and 29th for the Jets. And like I said, though, I feel like this was mostly because the offenses weren't very good. And then, of course, just real quick to wrap it up, here is a quick peek at what the Dolphins are after week 1 with the week 2 matchup between the New York Giants and the Washington football team factored in. All right, and that is my video, my scouting report, my week 1 scouting report for both the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Phins up.